All right. Quick video talking about the ESPN Plus app. Terence Bud Crawford taking on WBO welterweight champion Jeff Me So Honey Jeff Horn. We back at the Box Clan commercial. Boy CJ Goodfella. Told you guys had a good boxing lineup coming for y'all this afternoon and tonight. And we talk about Jeff Horn and Jeff Me So Horny and Terence Crawford. And I'm hearing a lot of people praise the ESPN Plus app, saying, "Oh, we're getting more bang for my buck for $5.51 after taxes than I get for HBO." So, my final verdict on the situation is I'm a pay the $5.51 or use my 7-day trial. I'm not just supporting the ESPN Plus app, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm supporting Terence Crawford because that's what we should do in America, in the black community, support our black fighters and our American fighters, depending on which side you're standing on completely. I'm definitely going to support this, and I'm going to support Jeff Horn being a man of his word and fighting one of the fighters, the top fighters in the division, not ducking and dropping his belt and trying to go, fight Anthony Mundine, because he could have easily did that shit and say, I can't make the weight and move up. So I'm supporting the real trillness of this fight, man. At the end of the day, both of these dudes are talking shit. It seemed to be a good fight. I'm not supporting what Top Rank is doing, man. I'm sorry. I'm not supporting them. With the whole bullshit of not working with other promoters and putting their in-house fights in on ESPN. And like I said, in-house fights, it is what it is, man, because people can say the same thing about Showtime and Premier Boxing Champions. But at the end of the day, they show they're willing to pay other promoter fighters, handsomely to come over to ESPN. To come over to Showtime. Jojo Diaz made $600K. Pretty sure when Lomachenko fought Gary Russell, he came over and made a nice killing as well. So at the end of the day, man, it's not about ESPN or whatever it may be, their whole network. This fight is about me supporting not only Terence Crawford but Jeff Me So Horny himself, and trillness of both taking the path of resistance, and I can support that. I could use my 7-day free trial or $5.51 after taxes. Yeah, I'm cheap. Yeah, after taxes, to watch a good fight between two guys that really want to mix it up and that really want to do bad intentions. And it's at the top level. Now, June 9th, when they fight, it's a lot of boxing on that day. They gave Terence Crawford one of the most shittiest dates to boxing. It probably wasn't looking shitty at the time. But not only on this day is Tyson Fury returning, you got another championship fight between Maurice Hooker and Terry Flanagan, which he's part of the Bud camp as well. One of his trainers trains him, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Maybe they send one of his 3 trainers to go over to the UK with Flanagan. Then you got Terence Crawford taking on Jeff Horn at the MGM Grand, the house that Mayweather built, June 9th. On the undercard, you got Jose Pedraza is on the undercard as well. And it's somebody else. I can't remember. I just looked at it. Somebody else is on the undercard as well, too. Can't remember who it was. But then, right like a few hours away, Las Vegas, in the LA Staples Center, you got Abner Mars taking on Leo Santa Cruz, too. And most people thought that was a modern-day classic. Then you got Jamil Charlo and Austin Trout, who really cares about that fight, but you got a modern, like a rematch that produced fireworks, that produced a great fight on ESPN a couple years ago, I believe, right down there, and most people, and it's a Hispanic fight. It's a Mexican versus Mexican fight. So that's just taking away some of the pizzazz away from Terence Crawford. It's on Showtime, and this fight is on the ESPN Plus app. So they just doing my dog Terence Crawford all bad. But you know what, dog? I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm going to pay this $5.51, 51 cents after taxes, and watch Bud fight, man. It ain't because of Top Rank. I don't support Top Rank. I don't support what they doing in boxing. I don't support a lot of the racist shit that Bob Arum say. And I don't support a lot of shit that he do. He don't want to work with nobody else. He want to be controlled. Even if somebody else willing to pay his fighters big money to come over, he ain't willing to work with nobody, man. So I can't support him. I'm using this $5 to support Terence Crawford. But if Terence Crawford fights on this app again versus a lesser opponent, a Jose Benavidez or Adames or one of them other one of those top rank guys that aren't worthy of a title shot, man, he just fight these bums. I'm not gonna pay $5 again for the ESPN Plus app. I don't care if they got Kobe on there breaking down film. I'm not paying for it, dog. I'm not paying just to see fights I don't care about. I ain't paying to see Jurin Acosta's fights with some other Filipino guy. I'm not paying to see Jose Ramirez fight some guy on there. I'm not paying to see Gilberto Ramirez fight some fucking guy from Brazil on there. Y'all not paying $5 for mediocre boxing, man. I want to see premier boxing on ESPN or on ESPN Plus if they want my $5. After this, dog, I'm canceling it immediately if I have to pay the $5.51 to see the fight. But I will see the fight on ESPN Plus. I have to support both of these fighters, not just Bud Crawford. But we gone.